Hello and welcome back to the Nerdy O Show, and today we're going to be looking at some trailers, and I'm joined as always by Aaron.
What's up?
And Kylie. Hello. No, Kylie's not here.
No, Kylie's already asleep. She's a bit crook.
She's asleep, and so she's been sick. But we're going to be talking about some trailers. We're talking about...
It's her birthday tomorrow.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Kylie.
For tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Kylie, for tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
We're going to be talking about some trailers. We're talking about some Star Wars Bang Bang Solo.
Yeah, there's a Bang Bang Solo.
And we're talking about Venom and a new addition to the Spider-Verse.
Sony,
a new Sony Spider-Man film. And lastly, we're going to try and discuss, or we're going to go over the hilarious Deadpool trailer.
Yeah, that's probably my favourite.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was good.
So, first off, we've got the Solo trailer. What do you think about this, Aaron? What's we got in this Solo trailer? What's going on in it?
Well, we're getting Han Solo. Lots of Han Solo. Some backstory. You don't know much about Han Solo's backstory, do you?
No. You know, he did the Kessel Run.
Yep. And you know that what's the game they play? Sabacc?
Yeah, you know, he won the Millennium Falcon off Lando in a game of Sabacc.
Yeah, so they're going to do that. You know that he met Chewie at some point.
Yeah, we know that Chewie owes him a life debt. We know that...
Oh, so that's why he's like his hetero life mate or whatever.
Yeah, Chewie owes him a life debt for some reason. And we know that he is... the best pilot in the galaxy? Does he say that?
He says he wants to be the best pilot in the galaxy.
And we know that he owes money to Jabba for some reason. And we know
that's
that...
right. Oh, well, no, because he dumped the cargo, remember? Because he said he got boarded by the Imperials.
Oh, okay. And is that why Greedo and Boba and stuff were after him?
Yeah, that's why they're all after him. Because of... do you think they're going to go into that in this? Or is that too close to A New Hope?
Well, this is very close to A New Hope because he's not that old in the beginning of A New Hope. He's like... in his 30s or something, I think, and this is 10 years before it or something, so they're going to go pretty close. Whether they go as close as Rogue One did to New Hope.
No, that was really close. Like, that was even to the point where the aliens, the one that gets his arm cut off by
it went
Kenobi.
right into it. It went right into it. But with this one, so we've got Alden Ehrenreich, I think his name is, playing Han Solo. We don't see a lot of him in the trailer. We don't hear a lot of his voice. We don't know if that's intentional. This is only a teaser.
It's a little high for Harrison's voice.
There's a few little Han Solo things in it. Woody Harrelson says, Kid,
yeah, I saw him say, we're fine.
Yeah, he says, we're fine. He says that weird thing with Wookiee, that means yes or something. That doesn't sound very Han Solo either.
That means yes, yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see whether he does... I guess he's not doing an impersonation of Han Solo, but it's going to be interesting to see whether the character works.
It looks like he's joining the Imperials or something like that, like Flight Academy or something like that, right?
That's right, yeah. I think that was the story, yeah, that he joined the Imperial flight or something. He joined the Imperial Academy and then got kicked out or something.
Yeah. And is it something to do with the attack on Kashyyyk or something? Is that why he would have got kicked out?
Oh, I think that was an expanded universe story. I don't know if that's canon anymore.
That
but
could
maybe
have something to do with
that, yeah.
why Chewie owes him a life debt then.
Yeah, but Kashyyyk was invaded by the Empire on, like you said, Revenge of the Sith or something. So
yeah, but wouldn't Revenge of the Sith be similar time to this?
Possibly.
Oh no, that's when Luke's born, isn't it? Is that Revenge of the Sith?
And Luke's 18 when...
Yeah, so it must be a little bit after.
Yeah, but it could be around then. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? So this had Lord and Miller directing it first, Lord and Miller, and then...
And what did they do? They did the Lego movie?
Yep, and then they got fired. Rumours were that this was the best script of any script in a long time, but then they got fired and now Ron Howard's doing it. So the question is...
They've been too funny, apparently.
Yeah, so the question is... But this looks very funny, this trailer, so
yeah,
it looks like a serious thing.
Did you think Last Jedi was funny as well?
In places, yeah.
Yeah, those parts.
So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Do you reckon that... I don't know even if they're using the same script anymore. They might have scrapped that script and start again, because the rumours is they reshot about 80% of the...
Really? 80%?
Of the film, and Donald Glover was at some awards show and he still had the Lando facial hair and stuff. So
the mustache.
The rumour was that they were still shooting up until that. But yeah.
Maybe just like mustache.
The look, yeah.
He could have just been like, I'm rocking Lando.
What were they calling him? Childish Lambino, Childish Lando,
that's
or something.
pretty good, Childish Lambino. I like it.
But yeah, he seemed to be the thing that most people were excited for the trailer was Lando.
Yeah, Lando's a pretty cool character, and he's pretty underused as well. So, you know, you got a lot of room to play with.
Yeah, do you think we will get a Lando spin-off character?
What, a Lando movie?
Yeah.
No.
What if everyone loves Lando in this one?
Then they might bring Lando back in the next installment in the Star Wars trilogy that's going on at the moment.
Oh, yeah, well, they could do that. They might...
Billy D. Williams hasn't been in any of these yet.
Yeah, they might have to bring Lando back because they killed Luke off and Carrie Fisher, unfortunately, is dead, so...
Yeah, and Harrison's dead.
Harrison's killed off, so they don't have many people left. They might have to bring back...
Akbar's dead. They're running out of people to bring...
Oh, yeah, Akbar is dead. Who knows? Well, they'll have to bring back Tarkin's hologram.
Yeah, well...
I mean, not hologram, you know what I mean? Tarkin's computer-generated Tarkin.
Yeah, CGI.
I don't know what to think about this trailer. It doesn't really tell us anything. It's got Star Wars stuff in it. It looks like it's a well-cut trailer. It's got the nice little clicks that go rhythmically.
Oh, yeah. And I like the little speeders that are buzzing around. It's pretty cool.
It's got that. It's got a Star Destroyer coming out of what looks like a black hole.
There's a couple of... it looks like Wood Harrison's getting a gang together. There's like a robot that like, hangs out in the Falcon. And
it looks like the Millennium Falcon's brand new.
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, it looks clean.
All clean
very
and stuff.
Clean,
yeah.
Because it was never clean.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a hunk of junk.
So maybe we'll see why it gets damaged and why people think it's a hunk of junk and all that stuff.
Do you remember Lando ripped off the satellite dish off the top of it? And I think it was Return of the Jedi when they was going in to destroy the second Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's he just like went too close to the edge and the satellite just...
It just hit him, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then they had the different satellite dish in Force Awakens.
That's right. Yeah, it's
like
a square one
instead of the other one.
That's right, this is a round one.
What
about Daenerys?
Yeah, see, I don't know how good an actor Emilia Clarke is. She might be the greatest actor in the world, but I didn't see that in that movie with the handicapped guy in the wheelchair. I don't think she was very good. I don't think she was good in Terminator Salvation. I think she's good in Game of Thrones.
But she's playing Khaleesi.
Yeah.
And like... Yeah,
so who knows?
She's good at it, I guess, Khaleesi.
So who knows? But yeah, she's in it. We've got Thandie Newton, I think, is in it. Some other people. Donald Glover, obviously, we said. Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson will be cool in it.
It's got that girl.
He looks like a cool character.
Yeah, he does. It's got that girl from Fleabag in it, playing a droid or something, I think. And
yeah, there's a dancer. I saw some dancing. I don't know if it was a droid or something, in like one of the cantinas or something like that. So
it's going to have some interesting stuff in it.
Is it the Kessel Run, do you think, at the end, did you say?
Well, I don't know what the Kessel Run is. So this is what the thing is. Parsecs, for a start, is a measure of distance and not time. So I don't know how I can do it in 12 parsecs.
It's Star Wars. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe they'll explain that. But we'll find out what that is. And
maybe it's got to do with light speed.
Yeah, but it's distance. So if you were making the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, then presumably the Kessel Run is 12 parsecs long.
And so anyone could do it in 12 parsecs.
So how can you make it in a shorter amount of distance than it is? Unless it's like, I don't know. It's very confusing. We'll find out in this film.
What about if you bend the universe inside of itself? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this isn't Arrival or what was that other one? Inception. No, not Inception.
No. What was the one? Yeah, maybe it was the
one with the bookcase.
Yeah, what was that one?
Interstellar.
This isn't
Interstellar.
That was strange. That was a very strange thing. He was in the bookcase in the end.
Yeah, he was knocking the books on the floor. And then Matt Damon from The Martian was trapped on a planet or something.
I prefer the one with Sandy Bullock in the spaceship.
Oh, Gravity. Yeah, that's right as well.
Talking to John. Was it George Clooney?
Yeah, he's in it.
But he's already dead.
So what?
Because it looked like a monster in that Kessel Run. If that is the Kessel Run, like it looked like a big tentacle.
Mm-hmm. And
he turned the Millennium Falcon, knocked a TIE fighter into a wall.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty badass.
So what else was there in there? Yeah, so that's my thing. I don't know. I just hope they don't ruin it. I'm not excited. This is probably one of the first Star Wars trailers that didn't get me excited, but admittedly it's a trailer. But
you know they're going to show you
the teaser. I mean, it's a teaser, but the teaser for the other ones got me excited.
Well, the thing is, like, this movie comes out in four months.
Yeah, very soon, May, maybe. Is it May?
Yeah, May. Yeah, 4 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't seen a trailer. This is the first trailer.
Yeah.
Did they wait until Super Bowl purposely, or...?
No, I think they're doing reshoots.
That's worrying.
Yeah, but then, who knows? I mean, it's just like, it loses some of its shine because you can't go, look, here's the Millennium Falcon, all brand new, because I just fucking saw the Millennium Falcon 3 months ago.
That's right, because that was a big thing about Force Awakens when they rebuilt the Millennium Falcon. They were like, oh, this is really cool. It's like, you've already done this.
And Rogue One was all its different characters and stuff like that.
Yeah. See,
this is
the first one that they're doing. Is this the first origin that they've done? They haven't done this before, have they? And they picked Han Solo.
That's right, yeah.
Like, I suppose you could say the prequels are the origins of Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's right. Well, no, they've done... Yeah, and then the original one's the origin of Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, okay. But these are, like, trilogies. This is just a one-off movie. This is just, like, where they've done, like, a Wolverine movie.
Yeah, but they didn't turn out very well either. Wolverine Origins is horrible.
Yeah, well... I'm a Wolverine fan, so I like it. And I probably like this because I'm a Han Solo fan as well.
You like Will.i.am and a fat guy in a gym.
Yeah, I did like that.
And Deadpool with no eye, no mouth.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
No, but I did like him when he was, like, talking wise when they're in the elevator. He was like, what was it? 6 guys on a high-protein diet in the elevator.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then he was, like, cutting up bullets. Like, he was using his...
He doesn't have katanas, though. I mean, he does have katanas, but what did he have in that?
He does have katanas. He's got lots of weapons. He's Deadpool. But, yeah, he was cutting up bullets, and he cut a bullet in half. He saw, like, a guy going to shoot him in the mirror, like, image on the katana, cut a bullet in half and killed 2 dudes with it.
Yeah, but Deadpool can't do that. He doesn't have super speed.
But Wade Wilson can.
Yeah, but Wade Wilson doesn't have super speed or something. He's just got a healing factor and a smart mouth. That's
what he says in the Deadpool trailer. He says, healing, regeneration powers.
Activate, yeah.
Yeah, activate.
Yeah, well, that is true. Speaking of those Wolverine ones, that's your worry, is that they'll mess up the Han Solo character, and this has to be canon because it's one of the new movies.
That's right. And once they do this, they can't undo it. It's not like they can be like, oh, yeah, we didn't really like that because Disney won't do that. They're going to be like, okay, this is forever canon, whatever happens now. So there's a lot to worry about with it. Maybe that's why, like when they were going really jokey, what's Lord Miller, is that there? Yeah. So when they were going really jokey, they're probably like we've got a lot of money tied up in this. We can't just fuck around, hey? Yeah, but then that worries me a bit as well, because then does that mean every Star Wars film we get just has to be middle of the road because there's too much money invested in it, so they can't take risks? That's right. Deadpool was a risk, and that's one of the best Marvel films. But that's got nothing to do with Disney. That's Fox. Yeah, but that's what I mean. I suppose that does have to do with Disney. Logan and Deadpool were the big risks for comic book movies, and they're some of the best comic book movies. That's right. Whereas I think it's when they go too safe, and they're just like, let's just make like a really safe one, and that's where you get issues. Like, what was that one that was like, some of these X-Men movies, you hate them, but they're so safe, eh? X-Men ones, I mean, who knows? X-Men 3 is pretty awful. I like the others except for Apocalypse. Even like I know you like what's the Captain America one? Civil War, the second one. Winter Soldier. Yeah. It's very safe. Well, how is it safe? Winter Soldier's awesome. Yeah, I guess. They killed S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a spy movie. Yeah. That was... Who did that? The Russo brothers. Yeah, Russo brothers. They're the ones that did Civil War as well? Yeah. Yeah, so those two are... And Age of Ultron? Age of Ultron's really good. Yeah, fair enough. Is that worrying for Infinity War? No, because I think they do... No, not the Russo brothers. I'm just saying that a lot of these ensemble movies they're making, like, where they've got a lot of characters all together. Like, I know the original Avengers did it, but Age of Ultron did it and it didn't work out. Who did Age of Ultron, though? Joss Whedon. Yeah, he did. I think the Russos do... The Civil War was better than that, so I think they've probably got a better handle on doing the comic book films. Yeah, there was a little bit of a teaser trailer for that Infinity War as well for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Not that it showed anything. I think you saw Spider-Man like climbing up something out of space, and
Oh, that's right. You saw him climb up that thing, and yeah, who knows?
that probably cost him a lot of money.
What?
That little teaser trailer they put out for the Super Bowl. Those things are expensive, eh?
Yeah, but not if you're Disney. You say, hey, we're putting out 5 trailers. Give us for this amount.
Yeah, I suppose Disney's got all the money in the world. You know,
Star Wars, they probably get a bulk discount deal. But where does the Super Bowl air? Maybe it airs on ABC. I don't know, and that's Disney's network.
That's Disney. Did you know they're doing a Star Wars world?
Yes, I knew that.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if they're going to have a hard and solo section.
I guess it depends on how good this film is.
It does. And what's this actor out of? I've never seen him.
No, I don't know. Alden Ehrenreich. He's out of some indie films or something, I think, isn't he?
It's a bit worrying that, well, when you get, I suppose you don't want established actors going into something like this that are stereotyped, I guess.
Yeah, but then they've got Amelia Clarke and all these other and Woody Harrelson. But then, yeah,
he's not very stereotyped, Woody Harrelson. I guess he is. Like, he's always going to be Woody Harrelson. Like, what was that movie, Zombieland?
Yeah, he was in that. That was good.
He was pretty much playing himself in that, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually a pretty cool movie. I like Bill Murray's cameo in it.
Yeah, that was funny. That was meant to be someone else, I think, and then Bill Murray had to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can look it up.
He's going to come to Australia and do, I think it's Oscar Wilde and I can't remember some literature, but he's going to sing it at the Opera House. Would you watch that?
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, well, what would you give this trailer? Does it make you want to watch the movie or not watch the movie?
Well, it makes me want to watch the movie, but it doesn't excite me for the movie. It just makes me go, eh.
Would you watch the movie even if you knew it was going to be terrible?
Yeah, because I've seen all the Star Wars films.
That's the problem, isn't it? Like, even if you know it's going to be bad, you're going to go.
Yeah, well, that's why I've seen them, all the Star Wars films. I think I've seen them all at the cinema, except for, obviously, the ones that were done when I was a kid or before I was born.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go and see it. But my worry is, will I be saying that in 5 years when I've had 6 crappy movies and that's 2 TV shows?
That's the problem, like with this oversaturation. How do you say it?
Oversaturation, that's right.
Yeah.
But we're going to get a break now, though, because this one comes out so close to the other one. We get a year and a half between this and episode 9.
It's interesting because was Rogue One supposed to come out earlier too?
Yeah, they pushed it.
And it got pushed.
I think they should have just kept them all in December.
Yeah, why have they put this one forward? Is it because of the summer?
Don't know. I don't know.
That's the American summer, and that's when a lot of movies come out, isn't it?
Yeah, but Star Wars is some of the highest earning films of the last 3 years, and they all came out in December.
Yeah, like I think before Star Wars was out, there was a lot of the Rings that came out every year. Well, Hobbit movies. And that was like, the movie that you went to for Christmas, the Hobbit movies. And then now it's Star Wars that you go to for Christmas. But this Christmas there'll be no Star Wars.
Yeah, well...
So we get Aquaman instead, don't we?
Yeah, but that's
a pretty shitty consolation prize.
It's just, I mean, you could have had this tradition where every Christmas you go and see Star Wars, and now they've put Solo here. I mean, and then you're going to get a year and a half, but maybe they did it purposely so they could get a year and a half break between Solo and Episode 9.
Yeah. Do you reckon if this goes well, like let's say this is fantastic and and everyone loves it, and it's a great Han Solo movie, and do we get the Kenobi movie? Like, I know we're already getting the Kenobi movie, but like, then do we get the Boba Fett movie? Do we get...
Oh, maybe. But where are all these movies coming out? Because they've got this trilogy to wrap up, and then they've got 3 movies coming from... Rian Johnson.
That's right.
And then they've got 3 movies coming from David Benioff and Weiss. And if we're only getting 1 movie a year, that's like nearly 10 years worth of movies right there. So are we waiting 10 years then for the...
No, but you could they do it like in the gap years, right? So every second year
but this is the last of the trilogy film. They're not going straight into another trilogy.
But I'm just saying with the next trilogy, right? With Rian Johnson's, who knows? Like, they could bring out a movie every 6 months if they wanted.
But say they do 1 a year.
Yeah.
We've got 3 Rian Johnson, that's 3 years. You got 3 Benioff and Weiss, that's 6 years. And then you've got a Kenobi movie, that's 7 years.
Yeah.
So...
Boba Fett, bloody...
I don't know if we get a Boba Fett movie, though.
Do you want a Boba Fett movie?
No.
But did you want a Death Star movie?
Rogue One, no, not really.
Yeah, but you got it.
But, yeah, maybe that... I think that Uh,
I saw a parody, and it was, you know, the when they're going, what's the rebel hideout in the first one? Yavin 4?
yep.
And, you know, there's a guy, and he's, like, up on top of a tower, and, like, he's, like, seeing the Millennium Falcon fly in, and he's, like, tracking it with, like, a little gun thing.
Mm-hmm.
They did a parody movie where the movie was just based on him.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
And he's just, like, sitting there, like, I'm a bit bored.
Yeah, that's right.
There's not much going on.
They had that shot in Force Awakens, I think, as well. Or maybe it was Rogue One. One of them.
Yeah.
Rogue One, I think it was.
Yeah, probably Rogue One.
Yeah, well, who knows? We don't really have a lot. I don't know when we're going to get a trailer for this one. It should be coming out soon, I guess, because we're going to get
Are we going to get
the
a
movie soon.
Yeah, well, not very long at all. They're going to have to put out another trailer.
If they don't, it's very worrying because it might mean the movie's not very good.
Yeah,
they might not have a lot of faith in it.
Yeah, I'm living in hope.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know about Daenerys or Aldrin Ehrenreich, but the rest looks good.
Yeah.
The effects look cool.
Maybe Lando will be enough to carry it through.
Yeah, that's right. Or Chewie, who looks the same age as he does in the other ones.
Yeah, like, did you think Chewie was really underused in Last Jedi? Like, really? Like, except from trying to eat a porg.
Yeah.
And, like...
Who knows?
And then flying like, I think he kicked the door in the hut.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot for him to do, but I mean, they don't have Han anymore.
But didn't you think when Luke said, "Where's Han?"
Mm-hmm.
You know, why couldn't you have Chewie? And then, like, Luke could be like, you know, explaining it, being like, "Oh, well, that's really bad that, you know, his son killed him." And you go,
That's Luke's fault.
yeah,
He tried to kill Kylie.
yeah, and he sort of bent the truth about what actually happened.
Yeah, although I don't know why he tried to kill... That's a whole other can of worms. Why would he try and kill Kylo when his whole arc in the last 3 movies was about how there's no one beyond redemption and how his dad, even though his dad had killed, you know, a generation of toddlers and half the Jedi Order and half the universe, wasn't beyond redemption, but Kylo, who didn't kill anyone but had a bad dream, should be killed. It doesn't really keep consistent with Luke's character.
Wasn't he conspiring with Snoke already?
Yeah, but so what? Darth Vader killed half the galaxy. He blew up Princess Leia's home planet. That's millions of people. He slaughtered toddlers, like literally toddlers.
Yeah.
He slaughtered them in the Jedi Temple.
Darth Vader's pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, and he's redeemable, but because Kylo was talking to Snoke and had a bad dream, Luke wants to kill him. It doesn't make any sense. Because he wasn't that concerned about it wasn't Luke's whole, like, arc that he wasn't that concerned about the dark side, that he kind of understood it and he wasn't going to be like, make the mistakes of those Jedi, and he was going to redeem his father.
Yeah, because he sort of went a bit emo in that fight in the Return of the Jedi, and he was sort of looking a bit dark, like he could have turned.
Who knows? But then, yeah, so I just think maybe they'll explain it, but they seem to have given up on Kylo very quickly.
Oh no, I think Kylo's going to be a large part of the next movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean, but Luke seems to have given up on Kylo very quickly in the flashback.
Oh, I think he's just worried. He's like, this guy's more powerful than me. I got to take him out before shit goes bad.
Yeah, but he didn't think that with Darth Vader.
It's like a preemptive strike.
But he didn't think that with Darth Vader.
When could he have taken out Darth Vader?
When the Emperor electrocuted him half to death. He could have just tossed him over the side where the Emperor did.
No.
He was nearly dead. He could have just thrown him into the pit.
No, he was telling his dad to help him.
Yeah, well, he could have killed Darth Vader lots of time. Anyway, that's another thing. It just doesn't seem right for Luke's character.
Fair enough.
He should be, you know, he's like Yoda. He's like a great Jedi, and he should go...
He's not like Yoda.
Like Kanan, you know, when he senses that Ezra has been, and he knows Ezra's been literally working with Darth Maul and Darth Maul's Padawan.
Yeah.
Kanan says, look, I know there's darkness in you, but I trust the light and I welcome you back, and gives him a hug or something. So does that mean that Kanan's a better Jedi than Luke Skywalker? I thought Luke Skywalker was our ultimate hero.
Well, that's the whole thing. He was supposed to be, but I don't think he was.
Why don't we have 3 movies about Kanan? We've got...
You might get them.
Oh, we've got a heap of series, I guess. But yeah,
you could get a Kanan movie.
That's that question that I ask. Okay, next trailer is what? Venom. Yeah, I don't know about this trailer either. I mean, it's all right. It doesn't tell you a lot. He's walking around New York. You see the back of his head. His American accent sounds good. He's not going, oh, it was a symbiote suit that I got.
He's got a cool jacket. He's looking badass.
In the comic books.
What's his name?
Brock's,
Eddie Brock.
Yeah, in the comic books, a bodybuilder. I guess Tom Hardy fits that.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He works for the paper. I think Peter Parker gets him fired. I wonder if that's going to be in there.
Oh, they're putting that in there?
I don't know.
Peter Parker's going to be in this at some point, but I heard.
Yeah, so I don't know. You don't get a lot from this trailer. Does the symbiote bond with Peter and get rid of it, or have they just gotten rid of that and there's like a space crash and Tom Hardy stumbles into the wreckage and the symbiote bonds to him or something?
No, there's a scene where there's a space, like with the spacecraft crash, and then there's a scene with the symbiote in the back of a truck with some scientists, and then there's a scene of him, like in an MRI machine or something, losing his shit.
Yeah, but you see the suit creep up from his neck when he's in that MRI machine.
But they probably put it in there.
But why would they give the symbiote to Eddie Brock? He's just a guy that got fired from the paper.
This might be like, you know how was it Deadpool? Mm-hmm. They thought they'd kill him, or I don't know. Who knows? It's always science. These things. Like
my question is, Deadpool has a history and a lore in the comic books. We're not limited by the money or the technology to do that justice. We just did a really good Superman film. Why then would we go, you know what? Fuck the origin of Venom. Let's throw that in the bin and let's make it that this government found the symbiote and then they secretly put him in this machine and they give it to him. And
it might not be a symbiote. What's the tech that makes Spider-Man's bloody Osborn?
Yeah.
What's that tech? What's that company called?
Yeah, Oscorp.
Oscorp? Could be Oscorp.
Well, then it's not even a symbiote. Then why call it Venom? Why not call it Spider Suit?
No, I'm saying it's symbiote. It does look like a symbiote. And it looks like there's an outer space crash. But Oscorp might have found it. And then they're experimenting on Eddie Brock.
It seems, maybe he needs money and they pull him in or something.
Who knows?
But
they could make up any bullshit reason. And it's a movie, so we've got to just buy it.
But why didn't they just do the original story?
Because they probably don't really want to have too much of a Spider-Man movie. And they're like, what else can we do? We've got a Spider-Verse, but we don't have Spider-Man.
Anyway, that'll be interesting to see because you don't get a lot from this trailer. I mean, it looks good. Tom Hardy's a good actor. It looks like Michelle Williams, if that's her, is in it. And,
Michelle Williams, I'll have a look.
He's a good actor. Everything looks cool, but I just don't know what the story is. Is it going to be a horror like New Mutants, or is it going to be...
Oh, that looks good.
An action like, every other thing, or is it going to be comic booky like Spider-Man?
They don't even have a
cast list.
You'd think they'd have something, hey. There's got to be something up already. So you think it was Michelle Williams?
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. I mean, I would normally think she wouldn't do this, but Tom Hardy's in it, so who knows?
It doesn't even look like they've got an IMDb post for this movie. It's weird, hey? That's strange.
For Venom, they should have one there.
There's nothing. Look, Tom Hardy's movie's coming up, 2018. He's got something called Taboo. That's it.
No, who knows?
Upcoming project. So here we go. Venom, Eddie Brock. There you go. I found it. Yeah, Michelle Williams.
Yeah, so I mean, she's a good actress. Tom Hardy's a good actor.
Woody Harrelson's in this as well.
Oh, well, there you go. He's in everything.
And Tom Holland. So, yeah, Peter Parker.
Yeah, I know. I think they said that Peter Parker's going to be... Because from what I understand, this could be way off, but from what I heard and people talking and stuff like that, Sony don't have to give Marvel anything if Peter Parker's in the movie, but they do need Marvel's help if Spider-Man's in the movie. So Peter Parker might be in this and not Spider-Man.
That's a loophole, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think they're trying to set up a Spider Universe away from where they have to give Marvel money.
Yep.
And they're kind of tying it to the Marvel Universe with the Spider-Man movies, and then they're going to do like side ones.
Peripheral.
Yeah, peripheral ones.
It says the plot is unknown. That's a very strange thing to say.
The plot is unknown.
And it's done by Ruben. I don't know, some bloke called Ruben. And he did Zombieland. There you go. He was the director. And he did 30 minutes or less. So they're both very comedy-based types of things. This didn't look funny at all. Like, You know what I mean? Solo looked like it could be a bit quippy and stuff. This didn't look funny. This looked like horror, like thriller, maybe a bit sci-fi.
Oh, wow.
The art looks pretty cool. The cover art. Look at this thing. Venom. Oh no, this is it's a TV series and it looks like Snoop Dogg's in it. What the hell?
What's that?
I don't know. Venom. Do you think they should make a Carnage movie?
Well, they might if Venom takes off.
Yeah, like what other it's weird they're doing it's a villain movie.
What?
Venom.
Well, Venom's not a villain.
He's a villain.
No, he was, but now Carnage is a villain. Venom's got his own series and stuff. People love Venom.
So he's not a bad guy?
No, he's an anti-hero like Wolverine. He's not a bad guy.
He's a bad guy. What did Venom ever do that was good?
Well, you see, Venom hates Spider-Man, and so I guess that makes him a villain in that regard, but Venom doesn't want to kill children, or he doesn't want to,
does he want to kill anybody?
Rob Banks. He doesn't want to rob banks or anything. He just wants to kill Spider-Man because he hates Spider-Man because he thinks Spider-Man ruined his life, and the symbiote magnifies your sort of feelings. Mm-hmm. So he hates Spider-Man, but Venom does heroic things as well. Is
it like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of thing? Is that what this is supposed to be?
Well, no, Eddie Brock was a dick as well, I think.
Because does he wear the suit all the time, and sometimes he's Eddie Brock, or is he? Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that is true. He's not Venom all the time.
Not Venom all the time. And is he going to do something heroic? Like, that's what I'm trying to think. Like I know Suicide Squad was a movie about a bunch of villains, right? But they did heroic things. They were saving the world. So, yeah. I think it's just strange that they're making a villain movie.
Well, I mean...
It'd be like if they made a movie about the Vulture, rather than... and like from the Vulture's point of view, rather than from Spider-Man's point of view, because that could be a totally different movie to what we got for Homecoming.
Yeah, but the Vulture's a villain. And Venom's not a villain. You keep confusing these things. Venom's not a villain. So say you have a guy like... so let's think of the Flash. So say you have a guy like...
In the Flash, like Reverse Flash?
Yeah. No, well, that's complicated again. Not Reverse Flash, because he hates the Flash. And so he's motivated for hatred of the Flash.
Gorilla Grodd?
Well, no, that's again, because he's just a monkey. You got to pick someone that robs banks or something.
Captain Cold.
Well, he's a good guy as well.
Yeah, I know.
See? So these guys aren't really villains.
Heatwave.
But so Venom started off as a villain, but he's not.
Captain Cold was a villain to start off with.
But Venom's had his own series of things, he's gone to space, he's fought things, and Venom's some people's favourite Marvel character is Venom, and it's not that he's a villain. Like, Venom doesn't go out like Carnage and try to rape children or whatever Carnage does. I think he was a pedophile. That might be wrong. Maybe he's a serial killer. But Venom...
Yeah, I thought he was a serial killer.
Venom doesn't go out and kill people. He hurts people accidentally, but... he wants to hurt Spider-Man because he doesn't like Peter Parker. But Venom also saves people. There's comics and stuff where Venom helps Peter because a kid's in trouble or something.
If we're watching this movie through Venom's perspective, then is Peter Parker and Spider-Man the bad guy in this movie?
Possibly from his point of view. I don't know. We'll have to see. It doesn't look like there's a lot of Spider-Man in here.
That'd be interesting to see. And like Tom Holland being a bit evil, like... mustache twirling.
Doesn't look like he's playing that either. Anyway, who knows?
Well, I want to see that.
But movie. I don't think Topher Grace was mustache twirling or anything either.
No. I'm not saying Topher Grace would be. I'm saying that in that instance it would be Tobey Maguire that would be mustache twirling. Because he'd be the bad guy. Yeah,
but I mean, Topher Grace in Spider-Man 3 wasn't like...
No. I'm saying that... So Venom's the good guy and Tom Holland is the bad guy.
Yeah, and if it was done from Venom's point of view, but this won't be. This will be from the audience's point of view. Venom and Eddie Brock isn't a good guy. I mean, from what I can remember in the comics, he used to like barge past him in the office and call him a dweeb and pick on Peter Parker all the time. He didn't like Peter Parker.
Did he like Gwen Stacy?
No, I think he liked... Yeah, maybe. He liked the one in the office, I think. What's her name? I can't remember.
Yeah. The receptionist chick for Joe John Jameson.
Yeah, I think you liked her.
I always thought that was funny in The Big Bang. They were doing all the the Marvel names, Peter Parker, and I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. There's lots of them. Like even some of the DC stuff, like Lois Lane. Like it's always the same letter repeated.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of another one. But yeah, Joe Jenna Jameson. That's a JJJ.
Yeah, that's true. J. Jonah Jameson. They like that. Stanley likes that and stuff, yeah.
He sure does.
Stephen Strange, just heaps and Peter Parker.
Yeah, Stephen Strange.
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner, that's a good one, yeah.
Thor Odinson. No, wait, it's Theo.
No, that's Theo. It's got to be the same letter twice.
I'm sure there's lots of them.
Yeah.
But I can't think. Silver Surfer.
Yeah, Silver Surfer, that's perfect.
Silver Sable.
Yeah. Bucky Barnes.
Scott Summers.
Yeah, they're all throughout it.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a bit like the Han Solo trailer. It looks cool. I mean, this isn't... The Han Solo trailer gives you more. This is literally just the back of Tom Hardy's head while he's walking down a street, and then bits of him screaming.
Yeah, him screaming, and then you see a Venom, like, animated.
Yeah, but we don't see Venom in this.
Does he shoot web? Does Venom shoot web?
Well, he did when he was with Peter Parker.
So he shoots web.
Yeah, but I don't know, you have to... Because Eddie Brock doesn't have spider powers, and I think that didn't the symbiote just bond with Peter Parker's powers, so he became like a black Spider-Man?
Yeah.
But Eddie Brock doesn't have those powers. I don't think Venom gives him spider powers unless... See, this is where it's confusing, because I don't know in the comic if the symbiote took the spider powers from Peter, and then when he bonded with Venom, he had spider powers, or what the spider powers have to do with the symbiote, because I don't think the symbiote's natural, because the symbiotes are all in the cosmic universe with Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. They're in heaps of those comics, and they're not spider related. Someone doesn't get taken over and they start swinging from spiders.
There's another one for you. Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon.
And Drax the Destroyer.
Yeah, he's got sensitive nipples, did you know?
Yeah, he does.
That's why he doesn't like the flight suit.
But that will be Venom.
Yeah, we'll finish Venom. And now we go to the last one.
What was our last one, Aaron?
It's about Wade Wilson, which is another
WW.
Yeah, there you go.
Wade Wilson. No, Deadpool. This one made me the most excited for it, and I didn't even really know. I didn't even really expect. I mean, I like Deadpool, and I thought it was funny.
There's been a couple other trailers, but they haven't actually shown anything. It's just
this is what I mean. It made me the most excited.
Deadpool with like a metal detector.
Because this one you get to see Negasonic again, and you get to see the taxi driver crying.
Did you get to see what's his name out of what's that show like Silicon Valley?
TJ Miller. Yeah, he's in it. They're sitting on a couch.
Yeah, and the blind chick.
Yeah, so you get this one made me more excited. The other ones were funny.
I think you even see the taxi driver from the first one and this one.
You do. He's crying. He's crying while he's driving Deadpool somewhere. And you see Negasonic. You see Cable punch people. Domino's in there.
Is it Domino? She's a cool character.
You see Domino. Who else do we see? You see Colossus. Is he back in there? I think you see Colossus. I think he punches someone maybe.
Yeah,
maybe not.
I suppose if they get Domino, that's the next character. Yeah, he made a joke that was all the X-Men that they could afford.
Yeah,
so now they got a third one.
Well, it's got the big budget, but it looks good. I mean, the trailer looks good. Cable, the weird...
I suppose Cable's one too, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's an X-Men.
With Summers Grey.
Summers Grey.
Well, he's the son of Jean Grey and Scott Summers.
Oh, is that who he is?
That's who Cable is, yeah. Oh. But he's from the future, obviously. That's why he's that old. And then he comes back
remember.
To the present.
I think it was...
He hasn't been born in yet.
Oh, there was someone that sent him back. I can't remember which character was it sent him back, but...
No, Bishop went back to stop an event from happening because his future was messed up, but then Cable got the shits because Bishop stopping that event messed his future up. So he went back to stop Bishop from stopping this event happening so that his future would be okay, because if Bishop stopped that event, but then Bishop's future wouldn't be okay if Cable stopped him, so Bishop and Cable were enemies, and that's all very confusing. Bishop has the techno-organic virus, and then if you watch the animated series, Wolverine gets the techno-organic virus because they punch him into this stupid thing, and then he cures it, and then they take the cure back, and then it's all very confusing.
I think Bishop was in one of the X-Men movies, the Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past he was, but he wasn't really Bishop. It was Bishop in costume and stuff. He looked cool, but he didn't do anything Bishopy. He just shot.
He had a portal gun.
That liquid, spiky liquid monster.
Wasn't there another chick that had portals and that?
Yeah, that was Anna Kendrick. Was she in it? No, not Anna Kendrick. What's the Last of Us chick? Oh,
yeah. Yeah, whatever. Ellen Page.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Shadowcat.
Oh, she didn't do portals. She did telepathy, and then there was a Blink or someone, not Blink. Yeah, Blink. There was a girl that did Blink. Portals.
Yeah, I think she was in. There's a TV series at the moment
with her in it. Yeah.
What's that X-Men?
Gifted or something?
Gifted. Yeah, I think that's it. It was okay. You should watch Runaways. That's better.
Yeah, people say Runaways is good. I should get to it.
Runaways is good. Deadpool.
I'm excited for it. I wasn't. It's funny coming forward to this. I would have said, I wasn't really excited about Venom, and I was interested in Solo. I was excited for Solo, and then I got less excited as all this stuff sort of happened, and then I sort of became more curious because I'm like, are they going to Are they going to go right to the movie without a trailer? And then we got one, of course.
Yeah.
But
Deadpool.
Deadpool, I was kind of like, because I like the first Deadpool. I can watch it whenever it's on. I think it's funny. I think it's a well-made movie, but it seems like a very small movie to me. Like it seems like there's only 3 or 4 locations.
There's not much to that movie.
And
that's what my biggest problem with that movie is. They could have ended it in the first 5 minutes, but they dragged it out.
Yeah, it's very choppy and it's creative, but it's cut in a weird way. Like
it's really strange.
You start on the freeway, don't we? And then you go to some things back to the freeway, and then somewhere else, and then back to a helicarrier. Like it's well done, but
they do these origin story, like they go back and it's him listening to Salt and Pepper up on the top of the freeway, waiting for the cavalcade or whatever.
I mean, it's a well done film, and I enjoyed it. But when people are like, Deadpool 2, I wasn't like. But then Deadpool's never been my huge. I mean, I'm a bit old maybe for him. I'm 36. I'm a bit outside of Deadpool's
you know that
age.
Deadpool was in the X-Men TV series.
Yes, I do know that. I've got them all.
It's pretty good.
I've got them all, and I got them all on DVD that I bought legally from JB Hi-Fi.
Yeah, I got a lot of them. I bought them from Woolies.
All right.
Yeah, they had them, and I don't know if I got.
I definitely don't have them on my hard drive.
Yeah, I probably got on my hard drive too. Actually, in that gifted
did they have that tune?
Yeah, because in the gifted TV series, one of the characters' ringtone is that.
That's cool. There's a good book, X-Men the Animated Series. I ordered one for you, but it's taken forever to come.
It'll come up eventually.
Yeah, I think it's going to come from Canada, and I think they were signing them all, so it'll show up one day.
Yeah, that's all right. That's cool. Yeah, well, I remember going and watching Deadpool, and it was on Valentine's Day, which is 2 days from now, but 2 or 3 years ago now. And I was like, yeah, no one's going to be here. There was such a big line for this movie that they sold it out. They had to open up another cinema, and we went into the second cinema like, fuck this. That first cinema's going to be packed. We're going to the second cinema. It was still packed, but like people love this movie.
And they do. Would they do Deadpool right? My biggest problem with Deadpool as a character is I still do. I had the first 15 issues of Deadpool or something, and I liked it because he's an interesting character. He's got Wolverine's healing factor. He's kind of funny. But then as they sort of go on, they made him into this really postmodern, really funny.
Where he breaks the fourth wall.
Well, he did that sort of, but then he became more and more and more of himself, like Bart and Homer and stuff in the latest Simpsons seasons. And then
where he becomes a parody of himself.
Yeah, which people love, which is the Deadpool that people like. But then to me, I'm just like, unless, like, if you're being something really funny and it doesn't work, then it's really bad. Whereas if you're just doing superhero.
Just gets to a point where it's just too much.
Yeah, he had a really good comic, which
I think, what were you saying?
He had a really good one, which was Deadpool, What Happened to Wade Wilson or something. And that's basically the plot of the first movie. That was a really good comic.
I think Ryan Reynolds has done it right. And I think the main reason it works is because of Ryan Reynolds. I think if you put anyone else in there, like obviously there's probably somebody out there you could do it with and it would work, but I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah.
Probably because we've seen him do it.
We've seen him do it, yeah, that's right. He's got a bit of a Hugh Jackman.
It's like Hugh Jackman, yeah, exactly.
Hold on it. But he pushed
like
for this
Robert
character.
Downey Jr., you can't get another Iron Man, can you? You're just going to have to retire it.
Yeah, I mean, they might get the girl. They won't have another Tony Stark. Yeah.
Or a War Machine roadie.
He might take over, yeah.
Yeah.
They might do something like that, but they won't have another Tony Stark.
No.
At least they might in 20 years.
But you can always have a different Peter Parker. Like, that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like,
if they buy Fox, maybe they'll do House of M, and Scarlet Witch can kill everyone. And then
you can even have a different Magneto.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Who knows? I've been watching lots of Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's got Captain.
Yeah.
It's got
Patrick.
It's got Xavier in it.
Patrick Stewart.
Make it so.
Yeah.
Make it so, number one. He says it a lot.
How many episodes have you got to go?
71 or something.
You are crazy.
I'm up to season 5.
And what are you going to watch after this?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm watching out my other stuff as well. It's just in the downtime.
Yeah.
When I watch this. I tend to save my stuff up to watch on the weekend, and then just before I go to bed, I watch an episode or two of Star Trek.
Like, I binge watched things like, I remember The Wire. I'd never seen The Wire, and I had all of them, and I was just like, I'll just start watching this. And then, that's all I watched for like for months. So.
The Wire is more compelling, I think, than... I mean, it's a better binge watch than Star Trek. Star Trek's a good slow watch because there's some ones where it's really evident of its time, and you're like, oh fuck, this is slow, and Whoopi Goldberg's been an idiot, and what the fuck's going on? And then there's ones where you're like,
Worf? Is Worf in this series?
Yeah, Worf's in it.
Yeah, Worf.
Yes, Commander. Yeah, Worf's cool. It's good. I didn't realise at the time that Brett Spiner, because I remember like going, who the fuck's that guy? When we watched Independence Day Resurgence, and he had the boyfriend or something.
Yeah.
He looks really familiar, and then I was like, oh, it's Data.
Yeah, Data. Yeah.
I didn't realise that's who it was.
Yeah, Data.
And lots of them are in your favourite show, Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't they?
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton's in it, but it wasn't Data in it at one stage.
He's got a Stanley name, Will Wheaton.
Yeah, he does. But wasn't Brett Spiner in an episode or something?
Probably.
Wasn't there? I haven't seen very many, but I think there was one where Sheldon went to a party to spite Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
And Will Wheaton said it was his friend, and then he wanted Brett Spiner to sign his Data action figure or something like that.
That's right.
And then he signed it, you're a pussy or something, and then he went, why? Will Wheaton got me.
When they were talking about the, Will Wheaton. When they were talking about the Stan Lee stuff on Big Bang, he wanted Stan Lee to sign his Batman comic.
That's right,
This is Raj. And so that it'd be ultra rare.
Ultra rare, yeah.
And then Sheldon's like, I'll do the same thing. And he's like,
no, it won't be ultra rare. No, yeah, I remember that. I think that he hated Will Wheaton because he lined up to get Data to sign his Data doll, and then...
No, well, there's lots of reasons. One of the reasons was because he lined up to get
Data signed or something.
No, he was going to get something signed, and Will Wheaton didn't go. And
oh, that's right.
This is like back in the day. And then he told a story about his Mima.
No, that's right. He always says it.
My Mima.
Well, there are some great trailer breakdowns for you guys. What we thought, and not very interesting listening. Kudos if you made it through.
Yeah, you did well.
Our opinions were, it's hard because there's two teasers. They don't give you a lot. It's not like they're 2.5 minute trailers where they break down the plot.
So even the Deadpool one, like they don't give you anything.
Yeah, it's lots of flashes of...
They make fun of DC.
Yeah, so the Deadpool one, it looks cool. It looks like you get sort of X-Men up front.
Yeah.
Like the beginning of the trailer looks like a typical X-Men trailer.
And then it's him breaking the fourth wall again and like making a doll eat another doll's nuts.
Yeah, so I wonder if...
he says no biting.
Josh Brolin looks like a good Cable, so they're doing X-Force spin-off.
I didn't realise who this guy was, Josh Brolin, so I was like, who's Josh? And then I watched Gangster Squad, and I was like, that's the guy out of Men in Black 3.
Oh, he was in that too. And Planet Terror.
And so he's Thanos as well.
Yeah, he's Thanos.
And now that I've seen his face, I'm like,
No Country for Old Men, Planet Terror.
Do you think he'd be a good Cable?
The Goonies. Well, he looks good, Cable.
Yeah, he does.
And Cable's just a grizzly old grump, so why not?
He's a weird looking guy, this Josh Brolin. Like, I was watching that Gangster Squad, and I'm like, he's a weird kind of guy.
He's good. He's a good, tough look, a rugged look.
He is very rugged.
He didn't look like that in the Goonies, or did he?
Which one was he in Goonies?
The older brother.
Oh, the older brother.
The one that looks like Josh Brolin.
I'll have to rewatch Goonies. I just remembered what was the kid's name? The Asian kid?
Data.
His name was Data too.
No, something like that. Yeah, can't remember.
Something.
Short Round.
Yeah, no, not Short Round. No Time for Love, Dr. Jones.
Data. No, it was something like that. Maybe it is Data. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Right, tweet at us. We could look it up, but I can't be bothered. So tweet it to me.
No more parachutes.
I'm trying to think what else Josh Brolin was. He's in lots of stuff. Josh Brolin's good. He was in Planet Terror as the Doctor. He gets all the needles stabbed through his hand.
The guy that plays Zod, he reminds me a bit of him.
Yeah.
When
Michael Shannon, that's true.
Yeah, what's that show that he's in the... where they got booze going into Atlantic City or New Jersey.
Yeah, that one done by the Wire guys, whatever it's called, Boardwalk Empire. Yeah, he's cool. I like him in No Country for Old Men. He does a really good guy in No Country for Old Men.
Is it a movie or a TV series?
No, it's a movie.
It's good?
Yep. Anton Chigurh.
I've been told I have to watch there's some movie that everyone loves. It's a prison movie.
Oh, okay.
It's Cool.
Shawshank.
No, Cool. I've seen that one. Cool Hand Luke. I've never seen it. I've been told I have to watch it.
Oh, yeah?
Brownie was like, because Brownie saw that video I did with Jono.
Yeah.
He's like, you've never seen Cool Hand Luke? I was like, no. And he's like, oh, man, you got to watch it.
I really like Cool Hand Luke, but it doesn't strike me as a movie that
Jono,
you particularly like.
Jono was saying they were doing bad acting or something.
No, it's a good movie, but it doesn't strike me a movie you particularly like.
Really?
I wouldn't go. If someone was like, hey, man, what movie would you get Aaron to watch? I wouldn't be like, Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I
really like Cool Hand Luke. It's got great scenes. Good scene where he challenges God. He goes, come on, strike me down.
That's what Lieutenant Dan does in the boat with Forrest Gump.
Yeah, only Cool Hand Luke doesn't believe in God.
Yeah.
And there's all these references to that. I think, and he eats a lot of eggs in a scene.
I've heard about that. That's what's that movie called? Where with Ben Stiller and Winona Ryder and
Reality Bites.
Reality Bites. Yeah, they talk about not being able to eat
Eggs
so
or
many
something.
eggs. Yeah.
Well, he eats lots of eggs, and then it's also got lots of quotes that you probably recognise from the drill sergeant. I think he says, "What is your major malfunction?" Or something like that.
Okay. You know what's a good movie?
What?
Major Pain. He goes,
Yeah, that's a good movie.
if he's still in there, he ain't happy.
I mean, it's a good movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I do like Major Pain, I think.
Bill and Ted yesterday, the first one. And that chick's not Winona Ryder.
No, isn't it Ali Sheedy? I don't know who it is.
I don't know. It's not Winona Ryder. She looked Joan of Arc.
Is it Ali Sheedy?
Some chick.
Is it the chick off the Breakfast Club?
No, you're thinking of
Ali
Molly
Sheedy.
Ringwald.
No. Molly Ringwald's the princess.
You're thinking of the
Freak.
The Freak. Yeah, the Freak. Yeah. She makes snow with the dandruff.
Yep. Bill and Ted. It's Back to the Future. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, it was the Excellent Adventure that I watched.
Excellent Adventure.
Keanu Reeves. He's so serious now. You see him as John Wick, and you can't picture John Wick and Ted.
No, it's Jane Wielden.
That's what I mean. It's some random chick, eh? But she looks like Winona Ryder.
She's from Clue, and she's in Star Trek: The Voyage Home. She's in Scooby Doo. She's in the Casserole Club. That sounds like a great movie. Anyway, she doesn't look like she's done a lot, but that's who it is.
So, tomorrow night we get to go.
Wednesday night.
Tomorrow night we go to the Safari Club, but the night after we go to Black Panther.
So that'll be cool, and we'll bring you some updates. What we thought.
Black Panther's going to be great.
Hopefully.
It's Wakanda.
Yeah, hopefully. It looks good.
They were looking for it in the wrong place.
Looks good.
They're looking at
Fingers
South
crossed.
America. Yeah, what's his name?
Which one? Michael B. Jordan's in it?
No, Andy Serkis.
Oh, yeah, he's in it, yeah.
He's everybody. He's Gollum.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he's
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Johnny Flame.
Yeah, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Who's in it? Who's the main guy?
Forrest Whitaker.
He's in it, yeah. I can't remember who the main guy is now. Anyway, he's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Chiwetel Ejiofor? Maybe that's him.
What's the other guy? The Hobbit?
Martin Freeman.
Yeah. Do you reckon he gets much time in there?
I don't know. Who's he play? Stark. Oh, not Stark. Trask or someone. Trask.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Some character.
Who knows? Whatever. Anyway.
Where did the chick from How I Met Your Mother go?
Which chick?
She was in all the S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff to start off with.
Maybe she's on in space in the future, in a million years into the future, with some cult that gone to sleep.
What was it? I can't think of the character's name.
I don't know.
Maria Hill?
I don't know. I get S.H.I.E.L.D. just like a rip-off of The Flash to me. They've even got a rip-off Caitlin and a rip-off whatever. Cisco and Caitlin, but they're British guys.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They call it... what's their names? I can't think. I haven't watched it in a while. Hey, I've got to get back into that series.
It sounded... I was thinking... People had said it gotten better, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll give it a second chance. But then I heard them interviewed about this series when it came back on the radio.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because they were like... So this guy was from the future and something was happening, so then the only way to get to the future was for him to freeze himself, but then he had to get in with a gang.
Don't spoil it for me. I got to watch it.
Well, I haven't even seen it. This is what they were saying on the radio.
Yeah, but they'll spoil it for you.
And I'm like, what the heck?
Fitz and Simmons.
Oh, yeah, Fitz and Simmons. But I'm like, what the heck is going on? People freezing and going to the future?
You know they were there before Caitlin Snow.
Who?
Fitz and Simmons.
No, I don't know.
That series was that before The Flash.
Oh, well, there you go.
Actually, yeah.
Cisco's better, though. I haven't heard Fitz go... Back to the Future reference.
Yeah.
High five.
I was watching Legends of Tomorrow the other day, and there's a character in it, Firestorm.
Yep.
And one of the guys' names is Jax. He's the younger guy. And so he was playing Mortal Kombat, and guess which character he was using?
Jax.
You got it. There's very good references in Legends of Tomorrow. You should watch that.
Yeah, Legends of Tomorrow is good. I watch it occasionally.
They've even got... what's his name? George Lucas in there for one episode.
Well, someone playing George Lucas.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, there are our trailer thoughts. If you liked any of those trailers, let us know. And we'll be back with a review of Black Panther and some Netflix thing when Kylie's feeling better. What we've been watching on Netflix.
Yeah, I made you watch Stranger Things.
Yeah, that was good.
It was good. And I watched The Punisher.
Yeah, that was good too.
It was good. All right.
Like both those things. Jessica Jones coming up. We could watch that trailer. That's coming up. Looks
we'll
like
watch that
Purple Man's
trailer.
back. We can talk about that later.
Okay.
All right. Peace.
Bye.